Hi artist friends! Today we're going to use an ultra-thin Sharpie to practice creating value scales with 4 different techniques. So at the top I want to write my name. And the 4 techniques we're going to try are making dots, lines, cross-hatching, and scribbles. So just like we've done with colored pencil or pencil in the past, we're going to try going from light to medium to dark. But instead of shading, since we have a Sharpie, we're going to try these techniques. So for dots, if I want it to be a lighter value, I'm going to put them spread out. So I'm starting by making these marks spread out. And as I go on, they should be getting a little bit closer together. And then as I get all the way over here, they're going to be so close together that when I look at it, it creates a dark value. So why don't we skip ahead and see how this one looks when I have filled it all in. Okay, so for this one, don't feel like you need to get your values as dark as what you see above it, because to make the value that dark with dots would take a very long time. So something along the lines of this, just showing that it goes from lighter to darker by adding a lot more dots in one area is perfect. All right, now lines, you could do in different directions, but I'm going to try just going with little dashed horizontal lines. So same idea, if I do just a few spread out, it's going to look a little bit lighter, and then as I start layering them a little bit closer together, it starts to look busier and a little bit darker. So the further I go across, I want to add more lines to create a darker value. Okay, I'll finish that one in a minute. Cross-hatching is similar again, but you're just going and making sort of an X. So, and they can overlap like that. So you want to leave a lot of white when it's a lighter value. And again, start kind of filling up more of the space and layering it to get it darker as you go across. Scribbles, same thing again. So looser, leaving a lot more white shown. As I continue across, I want to start layering more ink onto the paper and getting it a little bit darker. Okay, so I'm going to keep going on all 3 of these and let's take a look at how it turns out. Okay, so here are my practice scales with dots, lines, cross-hatching, and scribbles going from light to medium to dark. Now, why are we practicing this skill? Well, we can look at something like this bunny that I was drawing. And for example, if I were to add value with a Sharpie to the ears, and I want this to be more of a shadow, darker, and go to lighter as I go down, I can try one of these techniques. Like, maybe I try the line technique. So if I want it to be a little bit lighter here, I'm going to spread these lines out a bit. But as I go further, if I want it to be darker, I want them to get closer together. And this can be helpful when you're filling in something that has fur or hair, because you can do those lines in the correct direction that they're growing too. Okay, so I'm going to work on this bunny a little bit, and then why don't we take a look? Okay, so for my bunny project, I did a little bit of dotting right here to create value, and then I mostly used lines to create darker, medium, and then lighter values by either putting the lines close together or spreading them out. So you can try that with your animal.